What's good? What's good? Man, it's been a little bit too long since I actually sat down and recorded myself. Um, just a lot's been going on, and I felt like I wasn't ready. I wasn't right to start the year when it came to dropping the episode. Also, well, not also, and with everything being so hectic and so crazy, I couldn't find the right way, to express myself and talk about how I'm feeling or what I'm going through or you know what? Let me fix that. Not about what I'm going through, but just express myself and just about what I want to talk about. Like my mission behind this podcast and what I want this to turn out to be. And I feel like I never truly expressed myself, or not even correction. Once again, not express myself. I feel like I never fully expressed myself. I never went into details. I've looked back in all my episodes so far, and everything is rushed. I don't go into detail with a lot of things, so I feel like I don't. So when the new year kicked in and everything else, I got all this stuff planned, which I still do. But I didn't want to start working on those projects or put out anything without having an episode of myself just talking about what the last year has been, what this year is going to be, no matter what ups and downs and detours I have to go through, and what I want this podcast to be. So with this episode, I want to sit here and talk about the mission of positivity and the mission of sharing this and helping others. I want to talk about 2022 craziness and how there's plenty of times I could have quit, and I want to just articulate to others that we can't quit, and just want to talk about how we can take everything that we did last year, every success, how we can build on it, every failure, how we can make it a success and turn that and make that into our thing in 2023, right? Grow within our success, and whatever was a failure turn into success. But before I go into that, I just want to say welcome to the R.W.Podcast. I'm your boy King Felix, and for everyone that's been asking, when the episode's gonna drop, well, here it is. I'm finally here. I'm finally able to talk. I'm smiling. I'm feeling good. Feeling great. I want to pass this energy on to y'all, and hope you guys will feel great. Yes, I'm on the road again, like always. I feel like it's therapeutic while I'm on the road, and plus this drive is about an hour and some change long. That recording just it makes it easy. It just makes this drive a lot easier. So I think this is truly the first episode of 2023. So I'm about 2 months late, but I'm here. Thank you once again for everyone that's asked and that's waited. Thank you for the support, the love. It's appreciated. You share this. Thank you as well. You shared my video from before. But let's get straight to it. The first thing I want to get straight to, off rip, is the mission of this podcast, which is real big. Now, I talked about before before I said that I want to share my downfalls and my dark times and how I've come up and and prevailed and made it and all that. But it's deeper than that, right? I just want to spread positivity. I want to talk how talk love into people's hearts and open people's eyes that not everything is bad and there are good out there and not everything's gonna be against us. That we need to make moves. We need to sit down and look at ourselves and see what's holding us back, what's not holding us back, and we gotta let people go. We gotta stop doing certain things. We gotta let go of vices, and it's we have to sit down and come to admit to ourselves what we're doing bad, and we also need to come down and stop with the what ifs. And what if this didn't happen? If that, and forget the ifs and all that other stuff because it already happened. So we can't live on the past like that because then we're never gonna be able to see what's in front of us. And that's real. So that's what I wanted to start with. I wanted to start with just love and positivity. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said before, I'm always going to talk about. I'm always going to talk about what I've been through first, and then talk about how I managed to get out of that situation. If it was from help from someone, if it was from just looking at my downfall, a vision, anything. What I mean by vision, I sat back and I saw something that hit me. Like, oh damn, that damn, man, that could be wrong, that could be bad for me if I continue down that route, if I continue doing certain things and I ain't doing good. That happens to all of us. We all have those visions when we make these choices in our lives, and sometimes we watching a TV show, listen to a friend talk, watch us doing something, and we get like a thought, like a picture in our head of if I keep on doing this right here, doing this bad thing right here, I might end up somewhere that's not good for me. I talk about positivity because there's a lot of negativity out there. There's always someone, there's always someone talking about someone. There's always complaining. There's always this hate. There's always this darkness out there. You know what I'm saying? There's never, there's always a joke when someone's trying to spread the love, trying to spread the positivity, and that person trying to spread it gets mad and forgets its part, its mission. And honestly, I don't care what anyone says about what I'm doing with the podcast. I don't care if anyone says that I'm being childish or I'm not being logical and realistic about all this. I can't always be positive. Now, mind you, I've never said that I'm 24/7. I'm up here. There's days when my energy is low. There's days where I'm frustrated. There's days where I'm tired. There's days when I'm angry. There's days when I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to deal with nobody. I don't want to see nobody. But what I don't do on those days, I don't act on it. I let that feeling go. I just, I disappear. That's, I still gotta go to work. I disappear in my work. I don't project how I'm feeling onto others. It's not their fault. I don't sit here and wild out on others because it's not one's fault. So I don't let those low days, those non-positive days, those days when you just want to just probably put your foot through someone's chest, I don't let those days take over me. I don't let those days allow me to make bad decisions. I don't let those feelings be in control of me. I sit back, I write, play some video games, concentrate on my job. Before I even talk to my friends, I talk to Joe first, and if I can't talk to her because she's busy or I got home late from work, she's sleeping, and it's one of those things where, like I said, I write and then talk to myself and I go on about my business and I pray and get ready for the next day, get ready to get through the day. So I'm never gonna talk. I'm never gonna talk at a place of being unrealistic. I'm always gonna be realistic with what I'm talking about. I'm always gonna sit here and admit where I myself is at a point where I'm like, look, it took this long for me to record because there's so much going on. I didn't feel right getting in front of the camera. That I had to find my place. I had to find my energy, find my soul, and just calm everything down. Talk to myself, get myself right. And by far, I'm no professional. I can only tell you what I've done to get myself by. And like I've always said in other episodes, I will always tell you, hey, if you can't do it yourself, which is okay, which is okay, because that happens, then there's professional help there. There's professional help out there, and I will put those information in the description down below with links and with phone numbers. And when it gets to the point where I myself cannot find no solution to things that I'm going through, I myself will get that help. I myself will go ahead and call that number, get a therapist, anything. I'm just lucky. I'm lucky of the support system that I have. And I say lucky because there's a lot of people that don't have that type of support system, that don't have the friends that are going to be real about, what their friends are going through. Have the friends that can support them, not tease them, not make them feel like they're weak. I'm lucky to have the woman that I have that's there for me. That even when we mad at each other, because we argue or whatever the case is, that at the end of the day, when something's wrong with us, all that goes out the window. We try to help each other out. So I'm lucky for the support system that I have. But if my support system is not around, I don't have no problems picking up that phone and make a phone call and talk to someone that's going to help me. So my mission is to positively make people laugh, make people smile, make them feel good about themselves, let them know they're not alone. I don't see that out there. All I ever seen in a lot of podcasts, a lot of things online. It's always an attack. We're always attacking each other. Either we're attacking men and women, we're attacking relationships, couples, we're attacking people for their religions, for their beliefs. There's always attacks. There's never ain't no love out there. And the small love that you find is very limited, it's blocked, it's almost like it's being hidden. So I'm hoping that my friends online on social media that do watch this, that do see the clips, the reels, and I hope that you do go on the links and you see this and you share this or whatever. Because it's about bringing people together. Because if we don't do this with each other, we're just gonna mess up our generations. We already got teens out here just have given up on life and they just don't care about things. And it's getting harder and harder to get through these young kids, these young teens, to allow them to see that life is more than this neighborhood that they're in. Even though they might feel like that's all they have, it's not. Life is more than whatever situation that we in. Broad, there's so much out here. But we've been told, and I remember this when I was a kid. We've been told, if it's not sports or if it's not music, then it's nothing. And that's not true. Man, kids got so much more these days, so much available these days. There's no reason why we need to bring them down to one or two things of being successful. You got a lot of content creators. You want to be in the music industry, but you're not a rapper. Guess what? You're sound engineer, producer. You know. You want to be in sports, but you're not an athletic. Well, you can be a sports commentator and an analyst. Get into sports health medicine. I'm just saying there's so much out there. There's so much out there that our kids don't have to feel like there's no hope if they're not doing this, these one or two things. And when you put these kids in that small bubble, in this little can of like, these are the only choices you can, and you close that to them, and they're like, yo, well, I can't do that. And what do they resort to? They resort to all the stuff that's going on around the world. I mean, the stealing, the thieving, the drug selling, the killing, all that. It's crazy I hear the amount of negativity that's out here, and I just, I'm out here to give, I'm all this podcast right here is for us to laugh, smile, be happy. So this year, the podcast alone is not going to be about just my experiences or what's going on in the world, which I will always throw that in, because I'm always going to try to let people know you're not alone. Remind them you're not alone. They've been there. So I'm going to always talk about that, but I'm definitely going to put more in. I have projects coming up with Carlos. If y'all remember Carlos, Crown the Grade, my very first episode, my very first guest. We got projects together, things that we're talking about doing. It involves painting, it involves filming, it involves behind the scenes stuff. It involves so much fun, so much love, so much humbleness. I can't wait to start. I can't wait to continue. I can't wait to do everything that we got planned. But he's gonna be one of the things. He's gonna be one of the recurring guests throughout this year, and a lot of things that we got going on. If y'all remember my boy Retro, he was also here. I think he was my second guest. Gonna have him back on, and and with my brother Rude, and they're gonna be my video game guys. They're gonna be my anime guys. We're gonna talk it up. We're gonna do all the good things, and then I have a real special friend, a dope brother, someone that I met while working at GameStop way back in the day. It was my boy TJ. I'm even gonna talk about the conversations that we're gonna have, because I need this to be a surprise. I want, I just want to say to all my manga heads, get ready. For my video game anime heads, just get ready. It's gonna be fun. And I'm gonna be able to talk about the new things in his life that's going on, and he's gonna be able to share it to the world, and that's gonna be great. And there's just so much more going on this year that I want to do with friends of mine, that I think that would just make this podcast even shine more with the love and the positivity. Like, you need to smile, you need to laugh. Like, you're gonna have this right here. You need to feel good, you need to pick me up. You're gonna have this right here. And this is what it's about. I don't care about anything that's going on out there. That's on some hate level. I don't care about celebrities fighting each other. Not my problem. I don't. But I do care about what's going on out here in the neighborhoods and our kids, and I'm hoping that this right here will be able to, touch someone that's spiritually, that's gonna talk to kids in the neighborhood. Like I personally, in my job, I'm around teenagers all day, And it's not in my job description that I have to talk to them or say anything to them that's not school related. But I do because I see greatness in a lot of these kids out here, but I also see the path that they're going on, and the choices that they make. And if I can make an impact to one child, that's all I need, and hope that child could see, could feel that, and can share what I taught that child, and share it to his friends and the rest of the people around him. One, if I can just touch one spiritually, mentally, it'll make positive changes in their lives. That's what that matters. If I can help someone that's older, that has kids, or that's a coach or that's something, we can get together and make things happen. If I can help someone that's in the slums and come up, because all I can do is just speak, man. All I can do is just give you word. All I can do is just encourage. All I can do is just push. I don't got funds. I don't got nothing. I'm out here from 7 to 8, 7 to 9, 7 to 10, 12, 14, 15 hours, 3 or 4, 5 days doing that. So yeah, I don't got funds. I'm out here in the mud getting it. I'm out here working, making things happen for myself. 100% way better, 100% in the better situation that I was 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. But it was a battle, it was a journey I had to get on and was willing to move forward to. So we're going to do this year. This year we're going to take our 2022 failures. We're going to write that down. We're going to see where we failed at. And we're going to rewrite those failures into success. Because it's truly only failures if you quit. It's only a failure if you quit. Because if you ain't done trying, that means you ready to go. You only failed if you're done and you quit and you're not going back there anymore. But we ain't doing that. We ain't quitting in life, are we? Now we ain't quitting in life. We're going to make this happen. We're going to make this happen. We're going to take our success from last year, okay? And we're going to make it even better. You're going to build on top of that success. We're going to take the recipe for those success, okay? We're going to turn it up a little bit. And we're going to share it to the failures and turn that up a little bit. But there's no quitting, though. And I don't care where you at, what you doing. Don't give yourself the excuses of your environment, because it's only going to hold you back. Forget about the environment. You already know you in there. That's every day. We know the environment no good. So my thing is, what you gonna do to get out of the environment? And I'm talking to my adults here. What you gonna do to get out of the environment? Don't matter, you gotta start from the bottom, alright, but what you gonna do? Who around you is willing to do what you're willing to do? Huh? Who around you is willing to do what you're willing to do? What they're willing to sacrifice? Are they willing to let go of the drinks? I don't want to let go of the late nights. I don't want to let go of spending money trying to look cool. Are you going to let go of the people holding you back? That's the only way we can change the environment, is by changing ourselves. And for the kids, what you going to tell the kids? For all my leaders, for my coaches, my parents, father and moms, for the guidance counselors and all that, for teachers, are we going to keep telling kids that they only got a couple things in life? just sports and music? Or are we gonna tell our kids that there's more? Are we gonna break down sports and see everything in sports that they could do? Are we gonna break down music and see everything you could do in music? Are we gonna break down life in general and show them everything they can do in life? See, I'll tell you this much. When I started this podcast, I truly didn't know. I truly didn't know what I was going to do. I truly didn't know what I wanted to talk about. I was doing a podcast with some friends, and you know, there was a big pause being put that podcast. There was a big pause that was put on that podcast, and that podcast was all the things that I loved. It was friends, it was family, it was all the stuff, it was the video games, it was the anime, it was just life in general, the life that we live in. It was love, and unfortunately, life has a way to put people, on hold. Everyone had different things going on, and I think over time, when everybody tried to figure this stuff out, things never just truly got back to what it was. Talk to my boys all the time, but sometimes life has a way of maneuvering you and putting you in places that doesn't allow you to do certain things, or you have to work harder. You have to work harder to get those things done, and unfortunately, never got there. So making and for me, recording was always therapeutic. Recording was amazing. Like man, when starting that podcast, man, I was going through so much. I was just going through so much. There was a lot of changes, a lot of things in my life that was happening. I was, I had to start from zero at the age of 34. I had to start from zero again, and recording was that thing. So when I didn't have that, when I left, I came up with this concept, R.W.Podcast, and for me, I just wanted to record. I just wanted to be in front of the camera and talk, but I didn't want to talk just nonsense either. I just didn't want to be one of those people that's going to be online spewing nonsense to other people. I just didn't want to be one of those people online that's in front of a camera and it's just spewing toxic toxic energy or lying or not helping. And I wasn't going to do that. So at that moment, I talked about what I was going through. And I remember those couple of episodes, besides my boy Carlos, grandmother was passing away, and me and Joanna were just going at it, and there was a lot that was going on, and the best way was just to let it all out and just talk to you guys. But I think now, after the holidays, and then after the basically almost 2 months hiatus podcast, I was like, I truly know what I want from this, and it is to help, and it is to line myself up for other people online, and we get to talk, and we get to spread this love and spread this positivity, and get away from everything that's going on that's just hurtful, that's just be downing, that get away from everything that doesn't help. Doesn't help our kids. Doesn't help us. Doesn't help the world. There's enough hate. There's enough hate between race. There's enough hate within our communities, and it sucks. There's division everywhere. It's not division. There's no only division between people of different skin tones or different cultures. Remember, there's division within our own cultures, our own communities. And that's not what I'm about. So that's the plan for this year. The plan is for line myself up and have the guests come in we get to have serious conversations, but also have fun times and do projects and other things as well. I know I'm supposed to, it's just tough because I'm doing a lot right now, but I know I'm supposed to record myself playing or doing a gameplay with the friends and all that. That will come. That's part of the vice. That's part of not vice, but that's part of my getaway, part of my therapy. That will come. Not given time. I tell you this much. I give y'all full-on exclusive. A lot of people don't know. Right now, you know, me and Joe just got our marriage license, and I'm working 2 jobs because, you know, we definitely want to get a home and build this family together and you know, and just watch our kids grow. So, you know, I have a lot going on, but I will make time as well for this. I will be making time for the gameplay. I will be making time to talk. I will be making time to record. And I just hope that somehow this breakthroughs and it shines and it helps. And you know, I'm gonna need y'all out there. If y'all was listening to this, I'm gonna need y'all out there to share this, to talk about this, to make this a conversation. Let's change the energy that's out here. You know, I don't give you free to God, to the universe. And even if you don't believe, in God, you should at least believe in that. You should at least know and agree that this world is getting a little crazy. We need some changes out there. And then we need more leaders, more real leaders, positive leaders that are willing to help the community, not break the community. Okay? We can say we need more leaders, and we'll just get a bunch of leaders that's going to say, hoorah, hoorah, say everything they got to say for the people. And then when it comes down to it, they're just taking away from their people. All right? So we need more real leaders, true leaders that's going to be out here and help and be for the people. And then it has to start with little people online like me and everyone else to get together and build this thing. Then that's the way it is. But it starts with us for the changes. And I'm here for it. I'm here to talk about it. I'm here to spread it. I'm here for the love. And if you come at me with hate, you will not get a response. I'm not going to waste my energy on responding to someone who wants to spew hate. I will spend my energy showing love. So if you made it this far, please, like, comment if you got some things to say. Holler at me. Comment. It's right there. Leave me a comment. Let me know what's up. Subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Share this. Sharing is a big factor. If y'all out here sharing everything that's negative and toxic, fights, arguments, shootings, killings, all that, then you can sit down and you can share some positive stuff out here. You can share some love. You can share some truth. If you can share everything negative, everything that's wrong with this world, then you can share this right here that's good for the world, that's good for people. With that said, to all my kings and queens, my prince and princess, I love y'all, man. Peace.